Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Dungeon Crate Live. Let's turn down this music here. All right, thanks for joining me. Let's do this. Boom. Okay. How are we doing today? Good morning. Chris Oliver's on. Jason Hoover. Pete Del Toro. All right, let me know how the levels are, everyone. We'll just get this rolling. We are going to do some sharing right now. Let's see here. Can I share this? Oh, your Tiffany Towel still sleeping. All right. Well, I'm going to do this. We're going to go ahead and share this a little bit, y'all. And I need to get some Google Voice going on. Good morning. Good morning. Look at that. All right. Good to see Pete Del Toro's on Dungeon Doodles. You're awake? All right. Good to see you. David Barry. We're going to share this right now. Let's share it to the D&D 5e podcast. All right. Good morning, Carrie Lynn Welker. Boom. Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. I am trying to see here. Volume is low. Excellent. Thank you. Let me know. How about this? Is this a little better? Let me know about the volume on here. I've got a few things plugged in, but not sure. All right. I could be louder. Sweet. Well, that's about, how about that? That's about as, well, I can go much louder than that, but it just depends. Let me know. Good to see you guys doing some sharing. So, of course, if you're new here, which I don't know if any of you are right now, but again, you can share this on your page, in a group page, but make sure that you get permission to share. Also, comment for prizes. That's right. Every time we go ahead and roll the dice in the giant dice tower over here somewhere. Over there. And then, of course, whoever gets the lucky roll gets a prize. And we've got prizes to give out from last week. And I've got new prizes this week, which is pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. So I decided to get all up in my Dungeon Master gear. Yes, because today I'm going to talk about our upcoming crate, Inverted Invocations, which has to do with some warlocks and things like that. So, yes, it's all that. All right, so, all right, cool. That is loud enough. All right, so I'm just trying to get the settings on this OBS here. It's pretty good. All right, Chris Oliver, thanks for sharing. Sarah Cheney, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, everybody. Let me see. I got a list today, kind of a list. And also, don't forget, the last 15 or 20 minutes of the show, we do Trivial Initiative, where you can call in. And this is kind of a precursor to the show that we're going to be doing. It's going to be a live show. It'll be in the evening so people can join in. It'll be a video show. We'll have multiple players. We win 2 out of 3, win a fabulous prize. So what's in your mugs today, people? Bum, bum, bum. I got this mug going on today. So who else is here? What is this upcoming crate? Excellent, excellent. Yeah, share as much as you can. Thanks, Pete, for sharing that. Perfect, perfect. Devin, good to see you. Good morning. Nick Siegler's on. Good to see you as well. But yeah, sharing is good. Let's get some more people on here. Let's just spread the word about DC Live. Trying to make it as entertaining as possible here for you guys. Oh, but only after a pot of Java, of course. So we're here for a little coffee and contemplation. Oh, yes. Oh, the cap's off. There we go. Put back on. Yes, I'm trying to do as much magic as possible today because I'm feeling that. It's Tuesday. That's right. Of course, that song you heard at the beginning of the show was Tear. I think it's Firth Rune's kind of soundtrack, which is really good. All right, Tiffany Barry. Oh, there you are. You're on. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Who else is on? Jeremy Makowski. Am I reading that right? It's kind of hard. I did put some eyes in today, and They feel good, but oh, there we are. Jeremy, Tim is on. Kelly Pearson. Oh, thanks. Yes, the staff is yeah, made the staff is you get one of these little deals. Anyways, this is what I like to have for maybe DMing at cons and whatnot. We're going to talk a little bit about Gen Con. Got some stuff going on with news and updates of this month's crate. Also, again, Trivial Initiative. But I think Joe is supposed to be joining me here soon. He was traveling, and he's oh well.
Someone call me.
Someone did. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at Joe. Da da da. Hey, you made it.
I used up all of my haste spells getting here from from Des Moines.
Des Moines. You're in
At
Des Moines.
8 o'clock.
Really? Really? Wow. All right.
Like I said, all of my haste spells.
Every single one.
Yes.
They're all there. All right, let's do this. Is that good light? Oh, there we go. We're getting our lighting right. You're in there. I've got the computer up. Joe, it's good to see you. Missed you. People were asking about you last week.
Oh, awesome.
That's right. That's right. And if you guys didn't know, of course, this Joe joined me for the recent D&D 5e podcast where we talked about charisma.
Yeah.
And that was a very popular show. People are downloading that one like crazy. And hopefully we get some feedback on that as well. So, all right. Good to see you. Sarah says hello. All right. Joe's going to hop on. You want to hop on even Twitter, too? I don't have my Twitter feed up. I just have the Facebook up. Do you want any coffee, too? We have coffee. You have to grab yourself a mug.
Coffee would be amazing.
Yes, coffee. Joe needs coffee. All right, so let's start off with. Let me put this down. All right, prizes from last week. Meow 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 meow. Okay. Oops. Oh, that's right. What? Hi. All right. So last week, for the winner, we've got, of course, a clear. This is one of those clear stickers. I got to put one of these on my car.
Yeah.
And, of course, from the Rambling Bard, you've got your Lucky Worry Stone here. All right. That's going in. That's for today's winner, as well as this Dungeon Dwellers. What is it? So this is what I see every time. It's about that big. All right, it's one of these. And the boats. So you'll get boats cards too. That is going out to the prize winner today, which we will announce here shortly at the half hour. Today's prize, though, because we're talking all about, well, we're not talking all about warlocks and stuff, but that's kind of what this month's theme is, kind of. I mean, it has warlocks in it. It's not really warlock themed. It's more like desert themed, kind of. We'll see. All right, Russell, good to see you. Hello. You're going to be at Gen Con. Excellent. I'm going to talk about Gen Con. All right, so today's winner, we've got this big, giant, from Fizzy Fairy Apothecary. We've got this giant D20 soap. Look at that. You can get really clean with this. Nerds need to be clean at some point.
Squeaky
All right.
clean.
Right? Squeaky. And then advanced deployment, I found one of these. Check this out. This is spell rings. These are acrylic. They've got little runes on them. I suppose I could probably take them out of the bag. That might be nice. Ooh, yes. I don't know where I found this. And an old school DC button or sticker. Oh, you can see Amanda was on here. Amanda. Chris Oliver. Ooh, yes. You did hear Warlock. Yes. All right, so these are the spell rings. Right there. Those are cool. And we've got the middle one for a marker, which has... So these are going into today's prize package. Oh yeah, let's say, sorry. I totally lost what I was doing. Okay, but for the Trivial Initiative, let's look at these prizes for Trivial Initiative today. All right, Vincenzo, good to see you. Today, for Trivial Initiative, if you are the first caller, you get it, and you answer 2 out of 3 questions right. Guess what? You get this, which is a D20 soap as well. You get Some new ones. I only ordered a few samples of these, but this is a Dungeon Crate magnet because everybody needs to be magnetized. And then this giant some Raven from Advanced Deployment threw me. This is a giant inspiration token. You will not forget you have inspiration when you have this token with you. And you can put your D20 on it if you'd like. You can make it into a platform. You can wear it as a hat. You can put it in your mouth.
So, you said it was sent to you by a raven. Was that raven in a loft?
No, maybe. No, that's her name, Raven.
You might want to be wary of the greater powers that be.
That's why I'm giving it away.
That's true.
See? Suckers. Oh, and for binding time, this leather dice tray. So soft and supple. What would that be? That would be soft, supple, who makes good leather? Ooh, Yarna leather. We'll say it's from Yarna. All right, Leonardo's on. Good to see you. Magnets. How do they work? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm actually finally running a warlock in another group that I've got.
Really?
Well, they're not a warlock yet. Their first 3 levels are barbarian.
What? You're multi-classing?
Oh yeah, it's a multi-class barbarian kobold warlock.
Multi-class barbarian kobold warlock.
Yes. And they're crazy too.
The whole thing is crazy to me. The whole damn thing is crazy to me. All right, so. All right. Does Raven Loft. Yes, she got it. We got it. Chris Oliver is on. Hey, James Dean, hi. And how are you? It is Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday. We can win prizes, and we just kind of hang out because, work is boring. Why do that? I think you should stop work right now, put in your headphones, and just hang out. When the boss comes around, just switch it back to your porn station website. Sorry. Just kidding. All right. Hey. Oh, stop it. I don't want any Windows updates right now.
That's what we need.
This is the tech that should be used for every computer.
We need someone in Halcyon that they're a bureaucrat and their job is to come up and say, "Have you received your magical update?"
Yeah, right? And then it takes forever and it breaks your wand.
Yes.
And like 4 spells won't work.
Yes.
Until you have to go back.
Or it inverts 4 spells.
Right? Or you get a virus. You get an actual virus. Hilarious. Ooh, Kevin Coffee is the boss today. Everybody say hi to Kevin Coffee. All right, because Kevin Coffee's got, in August, he's going to be writing the epic adventures that we're featuring on their Formidable Foes. You guys might dig that one. It'll be a little bit less, well, I don't know. Kevin writes some pretty deadly modules as well, but I'll tell you what, this new one, Inverted Invocations, it's coming out in July, is a deadly one by Floyd Coughlin. It's even got the Floyd warning on it that we put, so. Wow. So awesome. Hey, James, thanks for joining us today. Yes, Formidable Foes of Halcyon will be happening. So I'm very excited about that. So has anybody yet, okay, so what's next on my list here? So I wanted to kind of show you, first off, I want to address the, for July's crate, everything's coming in. We've already got stuff rolling in for July. I'm pretty stoked about that. The things are, the crate is looking great. We're excited about the adventure. These new adventures, these new 12-pagers, I want to get some feedback on it. If you guys are playing them, let me know. All right, maybe take a picture of what the table looks like. Talk to me about how they run. Maybe some suggestions on how you would like to see things. We'll either listen or not, but suggestions are always welcome. But yes, check it out, please. Christopher Daniel is on. Hey, Christopher. Right on. Hey, for our, what was it? What did we do? We did a, we did that. Oh, for Lori's birthday party. That's right. We smoked some meats. Yeah. Yes, I did a pork butt and a brisket. Now we have ribs, and we're going to be doing some of that.
Yum.
I know, and nothing special either. I'm using a recipe from, well, actually, it's just a smoking method, and we finish it off in the oven, so it's nothing super special. I don't even have a special rub or whatnot, but hopefully we're going to be able to get one because I have a feeling Christopher Daniel is going to be a contributing pretty decently to our cookbook that we're going to have, whether it's going to be in the Tavern Keeper's Handbook or it's going to be our own DC kind of cookbook. But yes. But before we finish that, I just want to let you guys know, well, second of all, let's talk about we're going to go back to the crate. So everything's pouring in for that. That's going to be shipping pretty early this month. We're pretty excited. We are almost done curating August as well. So things are going to be changing. You're going to be getting your crates a little earlier. And we're very excited about that. Now, that said, I want to give you guys a little sneak peek. Since advanced deployment has shut down, you guys all know that story and what's going on with that, and we always wish them the best. They've been with us since the beginning, and but we found we wanted to get some of these flight stands back out to the people that need them, and as well, keep some coming in. There's little samples that we had gotten. This is one. And we've got some great ideas. We always start having really good ideas as far as what we can do with these acrylic pieces. Not just tokens, but other things that we can provide as game accessories. Now, the flight stand, I like the clear because it's clear. It looks really good. So that said, I've got, where is it? Got something else to sneak peek you a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Trace? Good morning. I can't even read that. All right. Oh, I know. Yeah, you know what? We had to do the same thing. In fact, both my D&D physical game, my tabletop game got canceled, and so did our Roll20 session last night. Kevin, he's so busy. He's so busy. Yes, and Doug, you had that. So that's one thing that we're looking at these. Doug had sent us an idea for a stackable type of flight stand, which I would like to explore, and maybe ping you again, Doug, and see what we can do. But I think a stackable one, so where you can have different elevations, would be fantastic. These, I believe, it'd be really fun to figure out how we can make them stackable so that they're evenly stacked. But we're gonna go over that now. I got something else in my hand here. All right, yes. Okay, so here's something that was very popular. We always sell out of these on the store. We've had them in our crate once, but we want to come up with a new. Hey, do I have one over there? Do I have a dice? Oh wait, maybe I have it right here.
Maybe you've locked a die in it.
Maybe I have to Accio it.
Uh-oh.
Right? If I Accio it, it'll come right to me. No. I don't have...
At least you don't have to Crucio it.
I don't. No. Forbidden spells. But seriously...
Well, I mean, we are talking warlocks here.
We are talking warlocks. And, I love warlocks. All right. So here's something that we are coming up with. And I... Bum, bum, bum. All right, so here's a new thing. As you guys know, in the past, we had our dice dungeons, which we are, I believe, going to try to continue to make in that respect. But what we came up with was a little bit of a Dice Dungeon 2.0. And so that right here is what this looks like. Now, this is a clear one because we just had samples made. But I kind of like the clear. So this is our, not the Dice Dungeon, but the Dice Throne. The... Matt, what did you call it? But so now the thing about this is, so here you go. So you can have your I need a flat surface. Here's the thinking on this. Oh yeah, let's use this. All right. So you've got your boop boop boom. You got your little. Oh, actually, we can do this because we can do anything, right?
Do you need an extra hand there?
Oh no, I just need to pull this down.
Yeah.
So check this out. So here is your dice throne. Let's get it back a little bit. All right. All right. It's a little, let's see if we can do this. Ooh, we don't want an inception here. All right. So this is the dice throne. So you can put your lucky die on top. It will sit there on your table. The fame and shame. Well, that's just really blurry. I'm going to start asking for some camera suggestions because I want this to work. Anyways, there we go. Now, if it rolls a 1, here's what we do. Sorry about the shaky camera. Boom. Dice Dungeon. So there we go. So we've got the, when it's bad, or if you have one that's bad, they go in the dice. And it's easier to pull off, so you can just Dice Dungeon it. Or you can sit it on the throne. So there you go. Again, this is a prototype, an idea that we are working on, trying to figure out what the best way to do this would be. Hold on, and boom. All right, so that is what we are working on. The Fame or Shame. Yes, Matt created that straight out of his brain pan. So it's a little, and so I want to get some feedback on this. Do you guys like the multi-purpose aspect of it? Our new acrylic pieces that we put out are going to be unassembled, and I think what our plan is that we can, we'll leave them unassembled on the store, and then we'll also have versions of them that are completely assembled, in which we can snap them together for you. We'll peel off all the protective vinyl on it, snap it together for you, put it together, glue it if need be, put it in a nice box, give you a free D20 with it, and send it on its way. So that'll be a little bit extra, of course, but if you want it unassembled, you want to assemble it yourself, and it just comes flat in a bag, boom, there you go. I think that's pretty decent options for everyone. So let me know what you think, and because we're always looking for feedback for items that we're coming up with ourselves. So, yes, it is a must-have. Excellent. All right.
Yeah, it looks like everyone likes it so far.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I was going over this, and I do like the box aspect of the Dice Dungeon, where you can lift it up and you can stick it in there, and so we still may have some of those if you are not wanting the throne, or you can have the throne, and yeah, I'm not sure if we can do. We might do some. The cool thing is we can do some etching, and we can do a lot of different design work with these items. So that said, if you've got suggestions of things that we can make out of acrylic that you would like to see, maybe something that we can maybe credit you. We can, I don't know.
You need a keychain cage.
A keychain cage?
Yeah, so you can Dice Dungeon your die and then keep it on your keychain.
Oh, actually. Yeah, I think Binding Time, Jacob from Binding Time, he's coming up with a key fob that's leather that's got like this snap on it that holds a whole set of mini dice. Nice. Or, you can get one of these things that he made. And this one is just a small pouch you wear around your neck. And you can put a D20 right in there. Right now I have I believe this is a tiger's eye stone for my throat chakra.
Let me see it.
You don't touch it. It's got my energy on it, man. I don't know any other person's energy on my stones. But it's pretty cool. See, here's the tile. I'll show you. Don't touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool, right? Yeah, get some stones. But this bag is really neat. It's got a little thing. It's big enough for a D20 if you want. Oh, come here, you. Let's see. Or actually, I had the mini D20s in here, so you can't fit a big D20. You need to have a mini one. You can have a whole set of mini dice, too. I have the tiny mini dice. And then wherever you go, you are ready to roll. See, it'd be really cool to have something like this, too. Have a necklace where you've got the dice on it, and you can just pop it off and kick some ass. So, all right. We got a few more minutes until we release the name of the winner for this one. That's right, see? Yeah. Checking out our stones, comparing stones. That's what men do.
Especially those who are warlocks.
Exactly.
Material components and everything.
Material components, and that's something we should talk about too on the D&D 5e podcast.
Yeah.
Material components, because they were a lot more important, or they were a lot more prevalent, I think, in the advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I was reading the Find Familiar spell today.
Well, yeah.
And that, actually, if you read it, it tells you what components you need to put into the cauldron to create the spell and things like that. So it's kind of neat how they do that. But I never really... I mean, we kept track of some components, but I didn't
I
really.
like the way that 5e is doing it, that certain high value spells consume the material components, but otherwise you just need to get it once, and then you're assumed to have it on hand. And
I see.
it doesn't, the spells no longer consume it. But I remember in 3.5, most spellcasters took eschew material component as a feat,
Really?
just because there were so many material components under 50 GP that you just didn't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah, that.
There were a lot.
That's a lot to keep track of. I mean, people can barely keep track of their arrows, for crying out loud. All right. Bumpa. Faye, good to see you. Yes. You just saw Dice and Dungeons. You did. Good to see you. Everybody tell Faye what this is. This is our fun Tuesday gathering of so many amazing people that you can interact with right here. See? Ooh, dice thrown. We're going to show Faye one more time. Dice thrown. Here we go. Put your dice on top or stick it in the bottom when it's being bad. Punish it, making an example for other dice not to roll those ones. I mean,
Wayne always feels sassy.
I am sassy. Ooh, and the flight stand you can also use as a little stand for lots of things, I think. Paint that up. All right, so I wanted to show you. Oh, we are at the hour. Let's go ahead and you guys want to release the names? Shall we release the names?
What about the hounds? Can we release those two?
Not well. They win. We don't want them to be eaten by the hounds just yet. All right, let's do this. But you guys know what I need. If we are going to release the names, we need a drum roll, please. Dun, dun, dun. One day I will have the sound effects to go along with the drum roll. I should probably plug. I think you can hear the desktop audio without that, right? I just can't. So let's do this. Are you ready? Winner's cover. Here we go. Yes. Yay! Jarvis Schwanda. Yes. Also, she's won before. And you were the lucky winner from last week's Dungeon Crate Live. Ba, ba, ba. All right. Yeah, it's good to see you, Faye. I'm glad you can join us. Not everybody gets to join us here on at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, random Tuesday morning. But we do this every Tuesday. You can also watch us now. You can also still win if you comment after the live event. So it doesn't matter if you catch it later when you get home from work and put the kids to bed or put them in their cages, feed them, throw some raw meat in there. All right, so that is our winner today. Jarvis, you have won. What did you win, Jarvis? Oh, that's right. We went over the boats. The rune from... the same person who made this, which was the Rambling Bard. This is the one that he created. Now I've got these runes that we're giving out for each one. I believe I might even, I'll put a rune in for the, or a rune stick for the Dungeon Crate Live today, too. So you can win that. So, Faye, just by commenting, you are in the running to win a prize. Very excited. All right. Marion, good to see you. Anthony, good morning to you. All right. So that was our winner for that. So a couple other things I wanted to show you, and I'm trying to figure out. So I think I told you last week, Floyd and I are getting back into Kings of War. So that's a lot of painting, and I had talked with you a little bit about somebody because painting miniatures is a little tough. I like to do it, but like things like Kings of War or any really, 40K, stuff like that, too many minis to paint all the same. So, yeah, so what I did was I went ahead and, so Floyd's been painting and getting into painting miniatures. You guys have been sharing a lot on the Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild. Love to see that. And so, yeah, this was the Golden Arms. So this is kind of the mono paint idea that I was talking about. So I really, really wish you could see this much better, but... see it here. I'll talk quietly because I'm right.
High quality photos later.
I know, right? Boo. You might be able to see more on Worlds of Wayne, the Worlds of Waycraft page. But, so this is I decided, hey, let's do a golden army. And I went ahead and did them all gold. But I made, the bases fairly realistic, which I think is cool. So that worked out pretty well. Oh. And then, so also I wanted to make... like an anthill. So these are my swarm. Giant golden ants, which are pretty scary. And we featured the ants in one of our dungeon crates, I believe, last year, or maybe it was the beginning of this year. So some of them I didn't paint gold just because I figured, well, the gold is like a living gold that might animate the undead army. So of course I think I've shown these before. The skeleton, the scorpions. So some things I have painted and I just didn't want to go back and do them. Over in gold. So we on the Adventurers Guild, people were painting this worm. So I made this as a worm rider. One of these little dudes. You can't really see it, but I do have reins on there. Yes.
You also need some sleigh bells now.
Sleigh bells for the worm?
Yeah.
So he can deliver presents to all the good little boys and girls?
Or take presents from
or
all of the bad.
Eat all the bad little boys and girls? Yes.
Turn them into coal.
All right. Oh, so Trace asks, I know there's a Neverwinter computer guild, but have you thought about a PS4 guild as well? I don't have a PS4. I don't have any gaming systems, and I haven't since the ColecoVision. So if that happens, that will have to be that's going to have to be through somebody else that does it, because I do not have that. In fact, a couple Kevin can't play, and neither can Matt on our guild because they're on a Mac. And so right now we just have the PC one. But all right. So yes, yeah, we're working on that. We'll have to see how that Neverwinter goes. I've been trying to level up. Our guild on Neverwinter is, I don't really need this. The Heroes of Halcyon. If you go to Neverwinter, you can find our guild. And at some point, last time we did it, things were really glitchy. It was kind of not a great feed. So if we don't do the feed, then it would still be fun to play with you guys. If you guys want to hop on, I'll let you know when we're hopping on. I'm still trying to get my cleric up to, he's like 36 now, so I'm trying to get him up to a what are they playing at, like 70th, 57? I don't know. I don't know. It's just a lot. There's a lot of playing, man. It's like, oh my god, killing skeletons, boom, 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 boom. Run away, run away, run away. That's what I do. I don't even know what to do. And my pack is always full because I have all these weird objects in them, like just random things that I don't really know what to do with. I need to have somebody go in and you get to upgrade your weapons, I guess, with these little shards and bullshit. So I don't know. I just go and I kill monsters, and hopefully I can get up in levels. So, but that would be really cool if you guys wanted to jump on. We'll put an announcement out. You guys can run with us, form a party group, and go kill some things and get some treasures from Neverwinter on our guild. That would be really fun. Oh, I know. I had Smurfs on ColecoVision. I certainly did. Yeah, so maybe Kevin should start up his other one. You can start up an Xbox. PC and Xbox. Yeah, there we go. See? Now, that's the thing. We got to figure out yeah, how that runs. And if you do have the PC, then we'll just kind of we'll do some gaming. It's kind of depending. It'll be more. It's kind of late nighter gaming. So when we do that, so that'd be fun. And I would just like to know what to do with all the stuff in my backpack. All those weird glowy shards and rocks and crystals and stuff. I don't even have an identify scroll that I can identify like 3, 4, 5 items in my pack. I don't even know what to do about that. So, and I always get lost, like horribly lost. So I'm getting better. We'll see. So if you guys want to walk around with a bumbling cleric, join us. Heroes of Halcyon. That's why there's a question mark. Right there. Ba-ba-bum. HOH. So we are, we're getting close to Real Initiative time. I've got some, you never did get some coffee, did you? We'll have to get you some, roll you some coffee up. All right, so we talked about that. We got those prizes rolling for that. Kevin. Faye asked who Kevin is. All right, Kevin is Kevin Coffee. Kevin Coffee, say hi. Kevin Coffee is one of the Dungeon Crate team. Faye, meet Joe, FYI. Kevin Coffee, he's on here. Kevin does a lot of writing. He writes our blogs for us. He does a lot of blogs there. He's got Crit for Brains. He's also a writer for the Omaha World Herald, so he's kind of a big deal around here. At least he thinks he is. You know, you guy's such a diva. That guy. But he also writes some adventures for us. He'll be writing our Epic Encounters. He's written all the Epic Encounters so far between him and Floyd Coughlin, which is writing our Inverted Invocations. Both those guys are writing, and you'll see them chime in here. But they're the writers for us. They're also part of our core roundtable team, so they help us design our themes for the box, curate. They you know, without those guys, we would not be around. And by we, I mean the people in my head. So I just want to say thanks to those guys. Guys, check them out. Dungeon Doodles is also Matt, who is also our part of the Dungeon Crate team. Everything you see on here was all done by Matt and Dungeon Doodles. He put together all this stuff. And of course, our adventures and everything are all laid out. All the artwork is done by him, all the Digital Crate stuff. So Matt is a big part of Dungeon Crate. Say hello to Dungeon Doodles if you haven't yet. Check out his site as well. And also check out Kevin Coffey's site. So Floyd is also working on our Halcyon box set. So we've had a little bit of we had a podcast on the Dungeon Crate podcast. If you go check that at dungeoncratepodcast.com. You'll hear me and Floyd talk about, we were getting ready to play King's War, but you hear us talk about the building our world of Halcyon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Halcyon is our world that we're theming our subscription box service around in our adventures. Now, you can take our adventures out and use them wherever, but I thought it was cool to actually create our own world, so we're kind of doing that. So, Faye, if you want to check that out, please do. Guys, point her in the right direction. And this is also great. If you have any questions, if you're new here to this conversation, I guarantee you that 90% of the people on here have been on here before. A lot of them are subscribers, so this is a great way to, if you're on the live, or if you want to join our Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild, whether you're a subscriber or not, you can join this group, and that's where we post pictures of some of the minis that we paint from the, not even just from the crate. And like I said, it started out as a trading post for the crate, and now it's worked up into just a community of gamers that subscribers and non-subscribers, members, non-members, doesn't matter, but they're all in there. Talking to each other, sharing photos, talking about the games that they had over the weekend, all that good stuff. It's a really, the Dungeon Crate Adventurers Guild, if you haven't joined yet, please do. Right. Oh, yeah. Dungeon Doodles Kickstarters are live. And there we go. Yes. Link up some Faye right there. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So any questions too? This is a great place to ask them, get immediate answers. So, and also, hey Faye, I'm Wayne. I'm the founder of Dungeon Crate. This is Joe. He's not the founder of Dungeon Crate, but he still says hi on Twitch. And he's my co-host on D&D 5e. So enjoy that. D&D 5e is a podcast about 5th edition that I started when we transferred from 2nd edition to 5th. And it was kind of one of those things like, we're not the experts, we're learning as we go. So we're doing that. But I do a lot of different things. I interview a lot of people on there that are in the industry. So, and it's kind of the Dungeon Crate sponsored podcast. So if you want to learn about 5th edition, you want to hear stuff, me and Joe are on there a lot. D&D5epodcast.com. And otherwise, we'll be loading up some new Dungeon Crate podcasts. And also, I want to let you know that you can listen to the podcast, the Dungeon Crate podcast, on our YouTube channel. I'm going to be loading up some more of those episodes here today, so you'll be able to go to our YouTube channel, and somebody can link that, and then you'll be able to see the videos that we do. All the live videos are going to be here. We might actually be linked up to YouTube on our live feed. We were supposed to be, but I'm not sure if that is correct every single time. We're going to find out. I think Matt got it done. So you'll be able to watch the lives there on YouTube as well, and we'll just be posting more stuff from that. I'm trying to get some more video content up so you can kind of get way behind the scenes. Now, I had something else to talk about, and I momentarily forgot it. So let's do a little bit of the coffee and contemplation portion of the show.
Also, at some point, right now, I have been terribly, horribly busy with my life. But
horribly, like in bad busy? Or good busy? I would say it's good busy. Good busy, right?
Well, it's good busy. I'm actually moving to Arizona in under a week.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. What?
So, for right now, my schedule will be a bit hectic for like a week. Once that gets settled down, I will be having some actual free time. So once I get my internet set up in the apartment and get some new microphone equipment that I'm looking at ordering down there as well. I will be running the Roll20.
Oh, yes.
So we'll have a Roll20 game, and I'll actually be free on Saturdays in the mornings. So we might even have some more convenient timings for Roll20s than I'm usually able to do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll have to come up with a time. We're still trying to. We're working with we're trying to get on our next Roll20 with Halcyon is going to be with Sig Neutron from Sci-Fi's Face Off. Trying to get a hold of him. He's down to play. We're just trying to schedule it. And you guys know how scheduling goes. It's a bitch. So, yeah, because Sig is, he's pretty busy. But he was the inspiration for our Drink or Die adventure that we wrote, which was a crazy effed up module. And it featured a lot of his creations that we turned into NPCs. And you got to think your way out of it. Now, I know Trace has run this. I think there's a few people that did. But, oh, right. Show her what to do with the links, because you can't post links on this. Oh, we can post links, but not like the images. So we'll figure it out. Anyways, but yes, we want to get Sig Neutron involved. And that was actually supposed to happen tomorrow. But I don't know if that's going to happen because I haven't heard back from him. So I'm assuming that we're going to be rescheduling. But, oh yeah, I should. So I don't drink anymore. I used to drink like a Viking. I don't anymore. And not often. I mean, I can if I want, but I have other things. But for this Drink or Die, now the whole point was this: would they have you wake up with a binge bug on your head, and that binge bug sucks. It makes you drink or imbibe things to keep it sated. And if you do not, if you do not do this, it will start doing damage to you, and you have to figure out how to get that thing off, because everybody in the party wakes up with one and it does some pretty nasty stuff to you. So I've been we had Lori's party. Somebody brought over a favorite beverage of mine that I might have to crack open for this particular game. Joe, would you grab that out of the fridge? Check it out. And you know what I'm talking about. Yes. No, there we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. Check out this. For my Drink or Die, this is going to be this.
Where'd your binge bug go?
My binge bug?
Yeah, there was one around here somewhere.
It was a sticker.
Yeah. I was going to put it on your head.
I have a Mr. Bubbles. We have like a Mr. Bubbles thing. Anyway, so this will be going on. We're going to find out who we're going to have besides Sig and who's going to be available. We're going to have the Dungeon Crate crew on, and we're going to be rolling Roll20 with that. But yeah, Sig Neutron, who won Face Off twice, I think maybe 3 times, but he won the big celebrity. What was it? The big All-Star one? Yeah. He's been on the Necronomicast, another podcast I run a couple of times, and he is also a gamer. So he does a lot of live stuff as well, and you can watch him on different shows playing D&D. And so we're going to also host him on here, so hopefully.
Wow, Doug's already throwing shade at your drink of choice.
I know, I can't wait. Go ahead. It is. Now, let me tell you the story about Zima. Here's how I fell. You want to know how I fell in love with Zima? So, I used to be in a band called the Cocktosans, and our forte was playing, awesome 90s college rock, and to hundreds and hundreds of people, and getting really, really wasted. And so we did that a lot. And the one thing is that, if you want to play the whole night, you just can't sit there and drink vodka on the rocks. So I wanted to have a cool, refreshing beverage. When you're playing drums, it's, you get sweaty and everything. Beer was all filling me up, and I didn't really like beer, so the Zimas tasted like a vodka tonic, and I was like, I could down those like nothing. Refreshing, cool. Well, refreshing anyway. Cool, I don't know about that. Don't care. And I don't, I am not better than that. You do not know me that well, right? People that know me know that I have a very low morals. Maybe I have. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio and a drummer, so I'll let you put those pieces together. They used to call me Wayno the Drano, if that explains anything of my drinking days.
Good grief.
Yes. Yeah, there was a party list once on the wall of a party house that I used to live at. But when we moved out at the end of it, because we used to play there, we used to just have tons of people over after hours. So there's a big list that said things that Wayne put in his mouth. I would do like frogs, earthworms, I'd eat bugs, whatever it took, and I would make money off of it. So I don't do that anymore. See, I'm old enough now. Now I don't care if people think my drinking of Zima is not cool because, wow, you think I'm not cool now? You should have seen me. That was pretty damn cool. All right, guys. Yes, but also that said, I believe Trace has some mead, right? We got some mead. I know a couple of people that make some mead, and there are a few places around here that do. We should be bringing some of that over. But I found this Zima, and I am not getting rid of it, man. No way. See, and I didn't know about the Jolly Rancher thing. I really don't know why you would put Jolly Ranchers in Zima, but oh well. All right, it's getting about that time, guys. I know I gave it. Wow, I dress up and everything, and everybody can only focus on the Zima. That's awesome, which I think is great, man. Go Zima.
I'm gonna go fetch some coffee.
Go fetch some coffee. Well, let's do some Trivial Initiative here soon.
Oh, do you have all the coffee with you?
I have all the coffee with me. All you need to do is grab a mug.
Yeah,
Although, grab the microwave and bring it in here too, so we can heat this up without having to move.
I'll try.
Okay, he's gonna try. All right, so for this, I have to hook up a couple of things. Yes, Trace, you can go ahead and bring the mead that you make in, and I will drink that right after I down my Zima. Come on, man. It's been like 4 years. Actually, it's probably been, I would say, a good 15 to 20 years since I've had a Zima. Mead. I've only had mead a couple of times. I had some mead at a tournament. I don't know. It's pretty good. All right, so we've got this plugged in. Let me grab the headphones so I can hear y'all. Oh, how am I going to wear headphones with a fez? There we go. All right. There we go. All right. I can hear now. You may not be able to hear unless I give you the headphones. Our caller. So let's do that. We're going to give Joe some headphones here. Do not call yet because it's not on. Not on. So when you see over here, oh, God damn it. You see over here, right there we go. You see this right there? When that goes off and you see the phone number, then you can call in. The first person who gets initiative, is first in line in initiative, will get the chance to answer questions. Now, here's the deal with the questions. We've had some guest writers for the... Yes, we've had some guest writers for the questions. Oh, there you go. And that's been great. They were pretty hard, which I think is okay. But I think for this, we're still trying to feel this out and find out what's going on as far as how we want to run it. What's the best way? You know, a lot of people cannot call in. I get it. Totally get it. That's not the way, like I said, the Trivial Initiative game show will be. But if you can call in, it'd be good. It's kind of like the old school radio shows where you just call in, you know, it's in the mornings. So we're going to do that. But also, I want to figure out how best to do this. So the questions that I'm going to try and do. So if you get, so like when we're back down, I think Drago got the last, like the big vault. There was probably 3 or 4 rounds of prizes on that. So now we're back down to one in the treasury vault. And so the questions are going to be a little simpler. So you're going to be able to, hopefully, you know, we can win. Now, if you miss this one and it goes to the next one and they stack, the treasure stacks, well then, the question's going to be a little harder. And then if it's a big one, the question's going to be even much more harder than that. So that's the way we're going to run it. So today's questions are going to be not easy peasy, but it'll be easy enough. Let me switch over here and see. Yes. All right. I am going to undisturb me, but I also have to get back into this. There we go.
And real quick shout out for our Twitch viewers. Thank you for the host, Bodhi.
Yes, thank you. Fantastic. Yeah, you can do that. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
They can host us on Twitch. That would be fun. Chris Oliver, good to see you. And goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. All right. So let's see here. Oh, let's see if I can turn this up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Turn it down pretty far. That's a little better. So we got a little bit of background music. Oh, I see. We'll put it there. As long as you can hear it a little bit, I don't mind, because we also want to hear the fun stuff sound effects that we put on. All right, so let me do this. If you want, let me see here. Is that right? I've got that off. I got that off. We are looking good there. And all I have to do is...
Oh yeah. Also, if those of you who don't do Twitch that often, but also have an Amazon Prime subscription, if you go to Twitch, you can actually subscribe to the Dungeon Crate channel for free because Amazon is partnered with Twitch.
Yes. What he said.
In other words, Wayne doesn't understand Twitch.
No, I don't. I don't. But thankfully, I have friends that do, which is fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, adventurers, young and old, any class, any race, give us a call now. 317-662-4253, and we have our first caller. Yes. Hello, who is this? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So who is this? It looks
Leonardo.
like Leonardo. All right. You made it. You won initiative. Right. You won initiative. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off this do not disturb. We've got our caller. And now I'm going to quiet this down a little bit. Okay. That's better. Is that on? There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So Leonardo, good to see you. Good morning. How's your morning going today?
Pretty good, man. I'm working from home today, so it's easy peasy.
Really? Nice. Excellent.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Okay, so I don't think I need this. Let me do this. I got everything. So you can hear me. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you.
All right. Everybody can hear everybody. People out there, can you hear Leonardo?
It can be heard, maybe.
Can you be heard? All right. Are you feeling lucky today? Are you feeling knowledgeable? Is your wisdom ability score high? All right. Let's do this.
I thought this was intelligence because it's all meaningless.
Meaningless?
Oh, that's the bad one.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Book smarts. Who needs them?
All right. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. I got my wizard glasses on. So like we said before, we've got Leonardo Negron on the phone right now. It's this trivial initiative. Again, if you get 2 out of 3 right, you win our fabulous prizes. These are multiple choice questions. And today, it's a little bit about warlocks, just because warlocks are, well, kind of involved in our latest adventure, in our Inverted Invocations adventure, which is coming out with this next crate. So, Leonardo, if you are ready, we are going to get on with the first question.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Which? All right. Question number 1, which is not one of the available creatures in the Find Familiar spell in 5th edition? Is it A, ferret, B, seahorse, or C, scorpion? Not one of the available creatures.
Not one of the available. Oof. You said ferret, seahorse, or scorpion?
Correct.
I'm going to say scorpion.
So you're going to choose answer C, scorpion. Oh, yes.
I almost went for the ferret.
Very good. Very good. All right, cool. Yeah, at least I think if I'm corrected wrong, it doesn't matter. You won. So we'll do it that way. I'm pretty sure. Yes, and I brought these up because of course, I'm getting my warlock. I have a warlock that I played as an NPC when I was DMing. Of course, I didn't use all his abilities and all the things that happen with him. So now I get to play because I handed off the DM duties to one of our other players. So now I get to play. I'm like, what the hell? All right, look at all these things. So we're learning a lot about warlocks lately, which is fantastic. All right, cool. So question number 2. All right. Everybody can hear you? Good. All right. So yes, and believe it or not, seahorse is one of those things that you can have.
Yeah, I figured that one was one because there's so little of them that are for the ocean. They might as well grab that one.
Right? I think it's kind of weird. I would always wonder if you cast it, without being in the, if it comes in a little ball of water that you can. I don't know.
I think we'll have to wait for the scorpion until we actually get a desert supplement.
Right? Well, maybe we could do that. That would be great. Maybe I should get these
Sand
warlocks
slash-
inverted giant scorpion familiars.
should
Yeah,
have
throw
one
your
of them.
seahorse at somebody.
We should have vermin familiars.
I know we should. Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Tarantulas?
Oh, they're all undead. All right, so we're going back to question number 2. Are you ready? We have
Ready.
which weapon is not allowed for a warlock in the rules as written? Is it A, a rapier, B, a javelin, or C, quarterstaff?
Rapier, javelin, or quarterstaff.
Which
I'm
is
going to say.
Not allowed.
I'm going to say not allowed. I'm going to say javelin.
All right.
Sounds like a warrior thing.
Ooh, yeah, because you throw that. All right, how strong are warlocks? We'll have to see. All right, so you're going to pick B, javelin.
Yeah, what is it then?
It is rapier.
Rapiers are a
Really?
martial weapon.
Yes, rapiers are a martial weapon, and unfortunately, I think the show says that in rules as written is that the warlocks get to use simple weapons, right?
Yes.
Simple weapons only. So
Yeah, simple. Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
And the rapier is an honest mistake because a lot of spellcasters, like bards, for example, get rapier proficiency in addition to their simple weapon proficiency.
This is correct. All right, that's okay.
All right.
You have one more chance, Leonardo, to win our prize today. Are you ready? In a world where one
Make it
question
dramatic.
defines the difference between a winner and a non-winner. Because everybody's a winner. All right, so question number 3. Which is one of the otherworldly patrons a warlock can choose at first level? Is it Archfey, the Fallen One, or Pact of Blood?
Which is one that is or is not?
Is. So one of these is a otherworldly patron you can choose as a warlock. The rest of them are lies. All lies. I can't
Say him again.
All right, here we go. A, Archfey.
Yeah.
B, the Fallen One. Or C, Pact of Blood.
I think it's the Archfey.
Oh, you're going to choose A, Archfey. This was your last chance to win something.
Yeah,
Man.
this is it.
Oh, my God.
Woo! All right.
We'll give you 3. Nice. Leonardo. Sweet. Congratulations. You have won. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, the answer is Archfey. I made up the Fallen One and Pact of Blood, but that's okay because, lies. Oh, update. No, please. Okay. All right, well, congratulations, Leonardo. Everybody give him a round of applause virtually. Big hugs all around. I'm going to get this out to you today. We've got a little prize package coming your way. Leonardo, thanks for calling in and participating in Trivial Initiative, man.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it, guys. This is awesome.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll see you online, and we're going to get back to the show. Thanks again.
Amen.
All right, there we go. Everybody say congratulations to Leonardo, who is our winner today for Trivial Initiative. And again, we do this every Tuesday. You can also win if you are the first line in initiative order and you make it through the phone lines and you call when I say. And well, there you go. Leonardo has won a pretty cool prize package each week. If you don't win, it gets stacked. So that's another cool thing. But that is about it for our Dungeon Crate Live. I want to say thanks to everyone for hanging out with me today, and Joe. Joe, thanks for making it over today. I appreciate that. You're the best. Matt, thanks for setting up all this stuff. Kevin, thanks for being the boss today and just hanging out at work and just chiming in anyways. You guys are great. Floyd, we didn't even hear from Floyd. He's probably at work, hard at work. But I most of all want to thank you guys for joining me on Dungeon Crate Live, and thanks for joining every week. I really appreciate this. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for just reaching out and saying hello. And hopefully we can keep doing this and make it fun for everybody, and let you guys know what's happening with Dungeon Crate, your subscription, and other RPG stuff that we love to talk about because that's kind of what we do. So, all right, I'm going to go back here. Where am I going here? Let's go back. Okay, let's go to here. Let's do this. Boom, boom, and there we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. So, we've got that done. We've got that done. Leonardo is there. All right, we've talked about that. Joe, do you have anything else we got to talk about? Oh, I did want to show you one last thing that I'm working on. This is something that I don't know how many of you play Kings of War, and I've been talking about this army that I've been building. Would you grab those 4 things that are on the table there? So, I have some things that we've got to develop that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, because Matt will hurt me. But for the Kings of War, so here's the deal. On that one episode where I talked to Floyd and we were getting ready to play Kings of War, and it was great. He can come over, but he lives in Lincoln. So when you play Kings of War, it's all about minis. It's all about the setup. You got your train. You got all that, and you're putting it on there. I wanted to find a way to do it about kind of like by mail, you might say. When I was in the military, I used to do BattleTech via snail mail with a buddy of mine in California. And we both had, it was kind of like the old school chess setup, where each of us have an identical chess set, and we just tell each other the moves, and it works. So it worked with BattleTech because you move, and you do damage, and that's your turn. So I was able to give him those things. So what I wanted to do with Floyd is I decided to make up some armies out of cardstock and laminate. I just laminated them. So I just pulled some pictures off the internet, showed you what. See, look at how blurry this is. Oh, great. Little square up there is for the damage die, or how much hit points your army has. But there you go. Flat. These are the troops. So this is a red band. I wanted to make some Halcyon ones. So we got red band orc. Oh my gosh. Red band orc Morax fighters. And then, so this is just a good way to play via mail. I can make identical armies really quickly this way. I can mail them to Floyd. Floyd could, and we probably have a smaller battle map area that we leave set up, and we can have our armies just on these handy cards. You need to use kind of, what we're going to be doing is using a grid battle mat so that when we take the photos of where our armies are placed, we can line them up. So I'm going to number them so that we can also reference them in the grid site. So I'd like to do an ongoing photo thing on Instagram to show you the moves, how we're doing it, and if it's fun to do and fun to play. Now, yes, you can do this virtually via Roll20 or something like that, but for me, we've already taken away the element of the miniatures, and of course, then you can always make a copy of your 3D army on 2D, and you guys can battle that way as well. So I want to figure out a way to do this where I can have try out different armies and try out different things and be able to play via text. So this can be via text. You can FaceTime or Skype or whatever as well, and you guys can just run the table that way, show the camera. But I just kind of wanted to find a way to be able to play remotely Kings of War, because it kind of blows when, especially like even with D&D, when you're spending a lot of time developing a game or getting into a game and putting it all together, and then all of a sudden, nobody can get together, or you have all these things and it's just taking up space. So I want to find a way that we can make it less time consuming, but also where we can email or text or video chat or whatever. So I'll let you know how that goes, guys. If you have any suggestions on how to better do that, well then let me know. Let me have them. Find out. Send me a message. That would be great. All right, Jarvis Sawanda. Hello. Oh, the time you get on late. Yep. And she wins. There you go. Oh yes. So yeah. Don't worry, she still gets the swag, and so do you all. So again, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us today. Again, if you haven't left a review, feel free. Leave a review for Dungeon Crate on our Facebook page or our Cratejoy page. If you haven't yet, follow us on all the social medias. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook Live, Facebook right here.
YouTube.
Do this, and YouTube, yes, our YouTube channels. Go ahead and find us on there as well. Joe, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's always a pleasure, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. So until next time, we will see you on Dungeon Crate Live. Tear. It's Tears Day. Happy Tears Day, everybody.